In this tutorial, I will show you the functions and the process of creating and editing geofences. Now, what is a geofence? A geofence is a designated geographical location placed anywhere on the map. This location can be placed wherever you like, and you can be notified by email or SMS if any of your vehicles enters or leaves this location. This is especially helpful for monitoring any movements of on-site equipment that is unattended, or even an expensive vehicle that is left at home while you are at work. To start, click on the Geofence button. To set geofences, there are 3 easy steps to take. 1. Adding a geofence group. 2. Adding vehicles to the geofence group. And 3. Adding geofence locations to the geofence group. Let's start by clicking the Add Geofence Group button and give your geofence group a name. Ours will be called Youtrac. Click Submit, OK, and close the Add Geofence Group box. You will see our new geofence group called Youtrac will appear in the left-hand window. Next, click on Unit Setting. This setting is used to enable and disable and also associate which vehicles you want to include in your geofence group. Select the geofence group name from the drop-down list and enable the vehicles that you wish to enable with your geofence group. For this exercise, we will enable the Camry, the Cruise and the new Hi-Ace. When finished, close the unit setting box. Please note that only the vehicles that are enabled will give you a warning when entering or leaving a geofence location. Now that we have our geofence group and unit settings completed, click on the geofence button to set our geofence location. Give your geofence a name. We will call ours Home. There are 3 types of geofence available: polyline, polygon and circle. We will use the most common for this demonstration, which is circle. Select it from the drop-down list and click Add. This will bring up the geofence location settings screen. In this settings screen, we can set such things as the geofence location address, the email address or mobile phone number for the warnings, and we can also set the size of the circle radius of your geofence. Please note, we suggest that you have a minimum circle radius of 50 metres. This is to allow for any variances in GPS satellite positioning which may give a false reading. Please set the circle radius to 50 metres. You will also notice that the geofence location parameters have an in and an out setting. In means you will be warned if a vehicle enters your geofence. Out means you will be warned if a vehicle leaves your geofence. If you wish to be warned by email, click the email switch box and enter the email address. If you wish to be warned by SMS, please tick the SMS switch box and enter your mobile phone number. Please note that mobile phone numbers need to be entered in international format. That means adding the country code 61 and leaving off the first 0 of your mobile number. Also, please note, messages sent by SMS require credit points. The credit point limit is shown in the top corner of your screen. Every time you are sent an SMS message, 1 credit point will be deducted. If your credit points get to 0, the SMS messages will stop. So please take note of your credit point limit at all times. To set the geofence location or address, click the Search Location button and type in the address. Then click the Search button. You'll see a location marker will be placed on the map. Now, to position your geofence, simply click the map and you'll notice a circle appear on the map. If you find this circle is not in the exact correct position that you would like it, simply re-click the map until you get it exactly where you want it. Once finished, click the Submit button. Now that we have created a geofence group, done the unit settings and created our geofence, it's time to link our geofence to the geofence group. Simply click on the grey bar next to your geofence group name and you'll see a drop down list that shows the name of our geofence. You simply click the Add button, OK, and that geofence is now linked to your geofence group. You can now create as many geofences as you like, but once you've done, you must also link them to the Youtrac geofence group. It's important to have a quick talk about the icons that are associated with the Youtrac geofence group. Firstly, we have the first icon showing which vehicles are already enabled under your geofence group. Secondly, we have a unit setting icon which we can use to enable or disable vehicles under your group. Thirdly, we have an edit icon which allows you to change the name of your geofence group. And lastly, a delete icon. Now for geofences, we have the type of geofence used, which is a circle. We have the settings edit icon, which will take you back to the settings screen. And we also have a delete button. Let's talk quickly about the geofence settings screen. Now there are a couple of other parameters here that you can use, such as different types of geofence or the geofence location. Now before we found the geofence location by using the search location button, but if you have a vehicle that is already located at an address where you wish to create a geofence, you can simply select that vehicle from the drop down list. You'll notice that the vehicle shows on the screen. You can zoom in a bit closer if you like, and then select the screen near the vehicle to insert your geofence. Again, if you find it's not in exactly the right position, you can reposition it by clicking the screen. Other types of geofence: polygon. You would use a polygon geofence if you wanted to create a specific shape, such as the perimeter of a building or work location. Simply click on the map to place the nodes to define the shape of your polygon geofence and then submit. If you wanted to use polyline, a polyline geofence would be mainly used to cover a main artery such as a freeway or a highway. If you had a vehicle with an important delivery that was supposed to travel down a main highway, you can set a geofence on that highway. And therefore, if your vehicle deviates from the highway, you will be notified.